Commissioner Butler is absent. Commissioner Collins. Commissioner Daly. Commissioner Fritchie is absent. Commissioner Gaynor. Commissioner Garcia. Commissioner Gorman is absent. Commissioner Goslin is absent. Commissioner Murphy. Commissioner Reyes is absent. Commissioner Schneider. Commissioner Silvestri. Commissioner Sims is absent. Commissioner Steele. Commissioner Suffredin. Commissioner Tobolski is absent. Madam President, you have a quorum.
Thank you very much. Will Commissioner Garcia please lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance? Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Will the Secretary please read the call of the meeting into the record?
Tony Preckwinkle, President of the Forest Preserve District of Cook County Board of Commissioners, has directed me to call a special meeting of the Forest Preserve District of Cook County Board of Commissioners on Thursday, October 27, 2011, at the hour of 10 a.m. in the County Boardroom, Room 569, County Building, 118 North Clark Street, Chicago, Illinois, for the presentation of the message of the President to the Forest Preserve District of Cook County Board of Commissioners, submitting the executive budget for fiscal year 2012. Very truly yours, Matthew B. DeLeon, Secretary to the Board.
Thank you. One of the greatest environmental advocates in American history, Aldo Leopold, once wrote, "We abuse land because we regard it as a commodity belonging to us. When we see land as a community to which we belong, we may begin to use it with love and respect." It's in this spirit of connecting community with land conservation, protecting our natural resources, and effective governance that I submit my 2012 executive budget recommendations to the Board of Commissioners of the Forest Preserve District of Cook County. Budgets are not merely numbers and line items on a spreadsheet. They reflect our principles and our priorities. That's why I'm pleased to present this budget as a blueprint for how we are continuing to rebuild and strengthen this historic institution. I've always said that the forest preserves are the gems of Cook County. They improve the quality of life for county residents and visitors alike. The wildlife preservation and environmental protection work is essential to maintaining the region's biodiversity and health. By the way, the most diverse in terms of biology and ecology county in the entire state of Illinois is Cook County. It's the source of recreation and learning for all of Cook County. It's the largest clean air resource in the region, cleansing and cooling the air we breathe. The forest preserves are the region's greatest rainwater retainer, absorbing, cleaning, and evaporating hundreds of millions of gallons of rainwater that fall in the county each year, protecting hundreds of thousands of homes and businesses from flooding. Creating a stronger and more vibrant forest preserve district is one of my highest priorities. And not just because my husband is a science teacher, which of course, by the way, is why I know that Cook County is the most diverse, has the most biodiversity of any county in the state. My administration has from the outset said that the Forest Preserve District, like all county government, must become more transparent and accountable, improve services to our residents, and find innovative solutions to streamline its operations. I am pleased to announce that under the leadership of Superintendent Arnold Randall and First Deputy Mary Lariah, the Forest Preserve District is taking dramatic steps toward achieving these objectives. Superintendent Randall and the district staff continue to have my full support and appreciation for the work they are doing. The clearest example of the new direction and reform at the Forest Preserve is the comprehensive desk audit that I ordered earlier this year and that we released to the public on October 12th. The goal of the desk audit is to assess overall effectiveness of any organization by examining its personnel and systems. Auditors took a detailed look at the district's operation and listed 118 recommendations to streamline its work, creating a framework for reform. Their findings guide many of the budget recommendations I am proposing today. Let me put our budget recommendations into context by first highlighting the Forest Preserve District's 6 major objectives for fiscal year 2012. These include focusing on greater accountability throughout the entire organization by implementing the recommendations from the desk audit and achieving compliance with the Shackman rules, continuing to restore our certified natural forests, savannas, and prairies, continuing to identify and acquire key land parcels and create connections between our properties, expanding public outreach initiatives and educational programs, particularly for children, building and leveraging the district's conservation, land restoration, and environmental protection work by continuing to grow our volunteer corps, and completing our new acquisition plan, releasing a new and more transparent capital improvement plan, and completing a plan for the district's new initiative to restore and expand our historic campgrounds. With these objectives in mind, the 2012 fiscal budget includes a total appropriation of $195 million. Despite the economic downturn, the Forest Preserve District's budget is balanced without raising taxes. This total budget also includes contributions of $15.5 million to the Brookfield Zoo and $9.6 million to the Chicago Botanic Garden, two of the most important institutions in the entire region. The district's general operating fund is $58 million, and it supports each of the 9 departments and their services to the public. This represents a 1.5% increase from last year's budget. 92% of the total general operating budget is for preservation and restoration, education, recreation, volunteerism, public safety, and the maintenance of the trails, groves, and family picnic areas. Consistent with our commitment to restoration and volunteerism, nearly all of the increase in the general operating fund has been dedicated to creating additional positions in our ecology division and our expanded volunteer resource program. This budget's commitment to transparency and accountability is a cornerstone of the auditor's recommendations to streamline, restructure, and redeploy staff. We reorganized and clarified the roles and responsibilities of each of the district's departments and moved 25 positions to locations where they could be most effective. When I was running for president of the county board, I was informed numerous times that there were virtually no personnel policies and procedures in place for the district. Our desk audit confirmed that fact. In this budget, we have begun aligning positions and job titles with departments so that staff know definitively to whom they report. We also believe that this structural change will allow our staff to be more responsive to public requests for involvement and to more effectively engage with our partners, volunteers, and land stewards. This budget also reflects our commitment to achieving compliance with the Shackman rules. We established a position and hired a compliance officer in 2011. In 2012, we will add a training and development manager in human resources who will be responsible for creating training modules throughout the entire organization at all levels. In agreement with the Shackman Compliance Administrator, the district has developed its own hiring plan and has hired qualified professionals for the reorganized and separate Human Resources Department. To keep natural land restoration at the top of our priorities, this budget will create 8 new ecology and restoration staff positions, the largest increase in 10 years. This will better align our budget with our mission to preserve and protect the natural lands and beauty of the forest preserves, and better comply with requirements related to grants from the Army Corps of Engineers. The funds recommended for land restoration remain at $5.5 million. We're achieving progress while remaining efficient. Anyone who's toured the forest preserves, as I have over the last year, knows that we are faced with decades of deferred maintenance. The district will allocate just under $8 million for infrastructure improvements, such as repairs and replacements of existing bridges, plumbing systems, and other related needs. The fiscal year 2012 budget allocates an additional $18.6 million for non-grant funding for facilities and infrastructure that will be used for maintenance and minor enhancements of the district's capital holdings. Finally, we've set $4 million aside for land acquisition. The Forest Preserve District continues to make strategic land acquisitions to fill the gaps in our 300-mile trail system and to add to our forests, prairies, and savannas. This year alone, the district has acquired 69 acres, and we anticipate ending the year with a total of 170 acres after the district closes on its proposed acquisition of 99 acres near the Burnham Prairie. Through all of this, we now have the strong leadership and dedicated, hard-working employees at the Forest Preserve District who have accomplished numerous goals and objectives in just 1 year. Along with our partners at the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency and Chicago Wilderness, the Forest Preserve District received the Excellence in Conservation and Native Landscaping Award for the Orland Grassland Restoration Project and was awarded $4.2 million by the Army Corps of Engineers. The district has begun to effectively enforce encroachments on Forest District property and has already reclaimed 6 acres of land in 2011. We've organized numerous meetings and forums on the capital improvement plan, the land acquisition plan, and feedback sessions on our stewardship and volunteer programs. For the first time, all residents are encouraged to provide comments via the district's new website. The district instituted a new hiring process and trained its seasonal staff before the summer even began. This may sound basic, but our long-term employees told us something like this has not happened for over 18 years. And we are halfway through completing a thorough updating and rewriting of every job description in the district. The district has also put in place reforms to increase transparency and accountability. In addition to the desk audit and hiring the compliance officer, the district successfully created an employment plan and is working closely with the Shackman Compliance Administrator to comply with the supplemental relief order and consent decrees entered into by the district in connection with Shackman litigation. The district also initiated a robust and transparent hiring process within the police department. In October, 180 applicants attended an information and tutorial session to assist them with preparing for the written police exam and to provide them with a clear understanding of the hiring process. Finally, the Forest Preserve District implemented performance management measures to critically evaluate district finances, programs, and operations. Each department created transparent, measurable goals and has been working to achieve them. These are only a few of the many accomplishments from the 2011 fiscal year. Now the challenge is to build on our success to create a streamlined and effective organization that leverages the talents, skills, and resources of the district and its employees. My budget recommendation aims to accomplish just that. It appropriately shifts resources to improve our services to the public. We're adding professionals and experts to the district's conservation and land restoration work, reorganizing a new human resources department to train all of our managers and employees to facilitate an open and fair hiring process, and increasing staff in recreation and volunteerism. Following the recommendations from the desk audit means that the district will upgrade and update its technology equipment, such as creating an intranet system to share and archive information, institute and update processes and policies, and better communicate with employees. All full-time district staff will have an email address, receive skills training, and have a clear job description and responsibilities. I have full confidence in Superintendent Randall's abilities to accomplish this and carry out the principles and priorities established in my 2012 budget recommendations. In closing, it's my sincere hope that with the Forest Preserve District's leadership team, we will reclaim and strengthen the role of the forest preserves in all of our communities, and that we will continue to reach out to residents and visitors, especially young people, and encourage them to utilize everything the forest preserves have to offer. This budget and our budget reforms help make this a reality for all of us. Thank you. Will the Secretary please add Commissioners Gorman, Sims, and Collins to the roll? All right, Commissioner Steele.
Thank you, Madam President. Madam President, pursuant to the Forest Preserve District of Cook County's Code, I move that the 2012 executive budget for the Forest Preserve District of Cook County as submitted by the Office of the President be referred to the Committee on Finance.
It's been moved by Commissioner Steele and seconded by Commissioner Garcia that the 2012 executive budget for the Forest Preserve District of Cook County, as submitted by the Office of the President, be referred to the Committee on Finance. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? In the opinion of the Chair, the ayes have it. The motion carries. Commissioner Steele.
Madam President, I move for adjournment.
Seconded. It's moved by Commissioner Steele and seconded by Commissioner Silvestri that we adjourn. All in favor signify by saying aye. All opposed? Opinion of the Chair, the ayes have it. Thank you.